Hi, this is Soumya Parma. This is recording for PA1C 5CSC 562. So first in the main, I'm launching all the four threads: kill thread, file thread, coordinator, and playback thread. First initializing them and then launching them. And I'm using two queues: coordinator queue and playback queue. And one is the shared data between file thread and coordinator thread. This is the output window. So as you can see, there is no memory leakage. I've joined everyone, and then at the start, I'm launching it every thread and then simultaneously playing it. So first let me show the file thread. So here in the file thread it contains one buffer, and for it checks if it's empty. If it's empty, then fill it, and if it's filled, then notify the coordinator thread that it's filled and then ready to transfer. So when it is notified here in the coordinator thread, I'm using the state pattern. So there are two buffers, A and B. So first we will check if the buffer is ready. If it's ready, then first I'm using the state pattern. So it's an initialization state. Then I will go in the initialization state. In the update, first it will fill the A buffer and then B buffer. So when both buffers are filled, it will change the state to playing. So here in the playing state, I'm using the drain and fill buffer. It's same as front and back. So here in the drain buffer, I'm checking if it's filled, and if it's filled, then go into transfer state, and then I'm transferring the data to the wave thread using command. So there are two type of command: wave fill and wave state. Here wave fill, what it does, it just sets which wave thread we need to fill. And next is when the like the buffer is drained, it will just swap the buffer, fill and drain, and then again it will fill the fill buffer. Next in the next after the file loading is done, it will change the state to ending. So here in the ending, it's everything is the same except in the end, like this edge conditional phase is like fill and drain both are filled. Then one time it swaps the buffer, and then when both are empty, just change the state to finish. So in the finish state, this is for ending. Just check if all the status in the wave table are in request, and just kill all the threads. So first for that I will show the playback thread. Of playback thread is a coordinator, like coordinates between coordinator thread and the wave thread. So it creates the wave threads. See, this is the creation of wave threads, and then set the wave table, and then after that it launches all these threads. And on launch, what it does is they create a command and add it to the playback queue, and then it is popped by the playback thread here, and then it executes. What it does is this command is the status, which change the status of the wave thread that is empty and ready to fill. And then in the playback thread it loops to check which are in request mode. So if they are in request mode, sorry, if they are empty, then send it to the coordinator queue that they need to be filled. So for that we are using the command wave fill here, and we are passing it to the coordinator queue, and this is accessed by the coordinator thread here. uh, Sorry, in the, let's say, the playing state. So here I'm transferring the data by executing it, and here in the execute, it just sets which wave thread current we need to fill. So that's that. We are setting the reference, and then let's say in playing, and then I'm transferring the data here in terms of 2k buffer, and this is what I'm doing here. And for, as like I said, for an let's talk about the wave thread. So in the wave thread it also uses way out. This is the data here. It's the handle for way out and header and everything. So this is the way out class. It contains the function for the way out for initializing it, and this is the callback function. So when the like the music stops playing from one wave buffer, the buffer is empty, it it calls this send wave thread status, which what it does, it creates a command of wave status which change the status to empty, that is pushed back to the playback queue, and then it is popped by the playback thread, and then it is pushed to the coordinator queue, and then so on. So for ending, like I said, this is the ending, sorry, the finish state. So I'm just checking if all of them are in request mode, the wave table, and then if they are, then just kill all the threads. This is the same for killing all the threads. So yeah, and yeah, so thank you.